To me, Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year, but it seems like Dawn Staley doesn't think the same.
Rookie of the Year at this time.
Like today, you had to pick,
Today,
you know?
it's Angel.
Yeah, she's
not a
like,
doubt.
When I heard that, I started wondering, are the people putting Reese as Rookie of the Year watching the same games as us? Just look at her last game against the New York Liberty. She was all over the place in the paint. Now, when we watch Caitlin's games, it's a different story. I'm talking about three-pointers from the logo, pinpoint passes that make a difference for the whole team. And you know what's crazier? Clark isn't just playing well, she's making history. Look, I know you all already know about Clark and the Fever, but what's happening this season is out of this world. If you're also finding Dawn Staley's stance strange, hit the like button now and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna unravel this whole story in this video. So let's start with the records Caitlin is breaking. This is Rookie of the Year stuff. First, she made history by becoming the first rookie to achieve a triple-double in the WNBA. That's right, the first ever. And that's not all. In another game, she became the first player in the league, not just a rookie, but any player, to score at least 25 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, and 5 three-pointers in a single game. But wait, there's more. Clark has already broken the single-game assist record for the Indiana Fever with 13. And you know what's crazier? She matched that record in the next 3 games. She's playing incredibly. And if we talk about consistency, in the last 6 games, she's averaging 11.7 assists per game. If she keeps this up, she's gonna crush the season assist record for a rookie, which is currently 7.5 per game. Folks, Clark isn't just playing well, she's redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. And the season isn't even over yet. And if you think Clark's impact is only on the court, think again. Let's talk about the craze over her All-Star Game jerseys. Look, on Friday morning, the Indiana Fever store announced the jerseys were for sale at $130 each. Guess how long they lasted? 18 minutes. That's right, in less than 20 minutes, every size and color of Caitlin Clark's All-Star Game jersey sold out. Guys, this is insane. We're talking about $130 jerseys disappearing in minutes. And the worst part is, the store already announced there won't be any restock. If you missed it, you missed it. This shows the phenomenon that Clark has become. She's not just killing it on the court, she's moving the league's economy too. This is the kind of impact a Rookie of the Year should have, right? And look, the All-Star Game hasn't even happened yet. It'll be on July 20th in Phoenix. Clark will play for Team WNBA against Team USA, and she'll be playing alongside Reese. Just imagine the show she'll put on there. All of this proves that Clark isn't just an incredible player, she's an icon, a star making the WNBA grow. If that's not Rookie of the Year material, I don't know what is. Now let's compare Clark's numbers to Reese's, since Dawn Staley is saying Angel deserves the Rookie of the Year title. Look, Reese is averaging 13.5 points, 12 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game, shooting 41.1% from the field. Not bad, right? But wait, let's see Clark. Caitlin is putting up 16.8 points, 7.8 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game, shooting 40.3% from the field and 34% from three-point range. She's leading in points among rookies. And there's more. Clark is second in the league in assists per game. Second in the entire league, not just among rookies. Reese is leading in rebounds, true, but Clark is dominating in other crucial areas. The craziest part is that Clark is doing all this while adapting to the professional game. She started the season a bit slow, but now she's flying. Imagine when she gets even more accustomed to the WNBA game. And it's not just about the numbers. Clark is changing the game. Those precise passes of hers, they're making the whole team play better. The three-pointers from the logo, they're stretching the defense and opening up the offense. So with all due respect to Dawn Staley and Angel Reese, but the numbers don't lie, Clark is playing at an absurd level for a rookie. If that's not Rookie of the Year performance, I don't know what is. And if you're still not convinced, let's talk about Clark's performances against the top teams in the league. Against the Phoenix Mercury, she simply destroyed them. She scored 20 points, dished out 13 assists, and grabbed 6 rebounds. And look, 7 of those assists came in the first quarter alone, tying the franchise record. From the start of the game, Clark was in total control of the Fever's offense. And it doesn't stop there. This was her second consecutive game with at least 20 points and 10 assists. Do you know how many rookies have done that in WNBA history. Only two, Clark and Angel McCautry, but Clark is the only one who's done it twice and in back-to-back games. And against the Las Vegas Aces, one of the best teams in the league, Clark didn't get intimidated. She adapted her game, using her court vision to create plays even when her shot wasn't falling. This shows her maturity as a player. The most impressive thing is how Clark adjusts during the game. When opposing teams try to mark her more tightly, she changes her strategy and starts creating for the team. It's the kind of game intelligence you don't expect to see in a rookie. And you know what's crazier? Clark is doing all this while carrying the enormous expectations that come with being the first pick in the draft. The pressure is huge, but she's playing like a veteran. Now, we need to talk about something serious that might be hurting Clark's chances of winning Rookie of the Year. Christy Sides' management at the Indiana Fever. Look, it's no secret that the Fever is having problems, and part of that is on the coach. Sides seems to still be figuring out how to use Clark correctly. There are times when we see Caitlin being underutilized, playing out of her natural position, or being taken out of the game at crucial moments. This is affecting not just her performance, but the whole team. For example, in that game against the Mercury we talked about earlier, the Fever had a 31-point lead, but then in the last quarter, they let the lead slip to just 4 points. That's poor game management, folks. And who ends up paying the price is Clark and the rest of the team. The truth is, individual success in the WNBA is closely tied to team success. If the Fever had a better record, Clark's chances of winning the award would be even higher. But with Sides making these questionable choices, it's tough. And it's not just that. We see Clark trying to make up for the team's tactical flaws, which sometimes results in her forcing plays or wearing herself out too much. This could be negatively affecting her stats. But even with all these obstacles, Clark is shining. Just imagine if she had a system that truly utilized her full potential. Her numbers are already impressive, but they could be even better. In the end, Clark is showing she's an incredible player even in less than ideal conditions. To me, this only proves even more that she deserves to be Rookie of the Year. We're only halfway through the season, and even with everything Clark has shown, the race for Rookie of the Year is still open. Dawn Staley said the season is halfway through and Caitlin is coming. But doesn't she realize Clark has already arrived in full force? The question is, what more does Caitlin need to do to convince everyone? She's already broken records, made history, shown she can play toe-to-toe with the best in the league. But it seems like for some people, it's still not enough. We're entering the final stretch of the season and every game counts. Will Clark be able to maintain this crazy pace, or will Reese make a strong finish? And there's more. How will the coaches and media's votes weigh in this decision? Will they only look at the numbers or consider the overall impact on the league? In the end, we're witnessing one of the most intense Rookie of the Year races in years. And as much as I think Clark deserves it, we know in sports anything can happen. I just know one thing, these last games of the season are going to be breathtaking. But what do you all think? Does Clark deserve the title, or can Reese still turn things around? Leave your opinion in the comments. I'm super curious to know what you all think about this intense race. And if you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay on top of everything happening in the WNBA, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. That way you won't miss any new videos. See you next time.